Good morning, year four. This session as well will be social studies. Let's complete explaining page 2 in Abraham Lincoln. As we can find here, we can find two pictures. This is a picture. This is Lincoln. He's moving between Kentucky. We mentioned last time that he born in Kentucky. After that, he moved to Indiana, and we have a third state here, which is called Illinois. Maybe after living in Indiana, he moved to Illinois. We will know. And we have another picture on the right side. Illinois here is sitting on an office and he is studying. Let's start reading together. When Abraham Lincoln was 9 years old, his mother died from a disease. She was sick. The pioneers. The pioneers here, in only this sentence, it means doctors, okay? So the pioneers called this disease milk sickness. It's a kind of disease. 1 year later, his father remarried. After his mother died, his father remarried. He married again. Remarried means his father married again. He married another woman. Lincoln's new mother had 3 children. His new mother, she had 3 children. Abe enjoyed his new family. They later moved to Illinois. Okay, so Abraham Lincoln, he was born in Kentucky. After that, he moved to Indiana, and now the family moved to Illinois, and Illinois is a state or a city in America. Abe Lincoln spent less than 1 year in school when he was a boy. He didn't spend all the time in the school. He just stayed there for only 1 year. He learned most of his reading, writing, and math, of course, at home. As we mentioned, he spent only 1 year at school and he completed his education at home. Abe would often do his math problems on a board. He loved to read books. He loved reading and he was reading books. His family could not afford to buy books. Could not afford means they didn't have enough money in order to buy for him some books. So as it's mentioned here, not afford means don't have enough money in order to buy some books or to buy anything. Okay, so his family could not afford to buy books. Abe would often walk many miles to borrow books to read. So he used to walk many miles, that means a long distance, in order to just to borrow. He didn't afford to buy some books, that's why he used to borrow some books to read, maybe from libraries or something like that. When Lincoln was 21 years old, he became a clerk, and clerk here means a person who works in a shop, okay? So when he was 21 years old, he became a clerk in a store, and the store here means shop. He had a room in the back of the store to use as a bedroom. So he was working in this store and he was sleeping as well there. Lincoln became a lawyer. What the meaning of lawyer? Lawyer is a person who studies law. Like the one in the picture here, he is a lawyer. And as I mentioned, the lawyer, a person who studies law, and what the meaning of law? Law means the rules of the country. He's studying the law of the country. Okay. Um, so Lincoln became lawyer when he was 27 years old. So when he became 27 years old, he became a lawyer. He would sometimes walk 20 miles to borrow books to study law. He still didn't have enough money to buy some books. That's why he as well was walking for 20 miles in order to borrow some books in order to study law. Okay. The people Abe worked with liked him. He was working in a store and he was working as a lawyer, and all the people that he worked with, they loved him so much. They knew he was honest, so Lincoln was an honest man and friendly as well. Okay? And the honest here means he's a good person and he was friendly. He was a great storyteller. Storyteller means he can tell the story in an interesting way. That's why people like to listen to Lincoln speak. So they prefer to listen to him because, as I mentioned, he was a good storyteller. It was page 2. Make sure to revise page 1 and study page 2 very well. Thank you.